Essence precedes existence, yet existence grants essence its form. A paradox. Substance begets form, but without form, substance is nothingness. A paradox. Sanity is enlightenment, a realization of the true nature of reality. Yet, as every mage knows, to become truly enlightened, one must deny the reality forced upon oneself and create one's own. Enlightenment, then, is madness, a dynamic psychosis. There are no easy answers for a mage. I am change, says the mage. I am growth, form, and chaos, and my will defines the universe. With but a thought, a revelation, I can change the laws of nature, shift the paths of stars, reshape reality to my will. Nature comes howling back, though, knocks the mage sprawling, spits in his face, and screams bullshit. The mage dusts himself off and starts again. But some of those elemental howls are pretty loud. This game is full of them. Greetings, Seekers of Ascension. I am Eldritch Echoes, your storyteller. I will be your guide as we reach for ascension in a world overrun with the fallen. With me are those who aspire to ascend. Mages, shifters, seekers, let the audience know who you are and who you're playing.
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they. You can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling because it me am Mage. You can find me right now playing Gabriel Hargrave, whose pronouns are he him. He's our Templar guy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. And tonight I am playing the Spider Shifter, Kara.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I'm Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere, and tonight I will be playing Sophie, the Mind Matter Alchemist.
Hello, I am Ben, Big Dad, and tonight I'll be playing the Mechanicus member, Rudy.
Hello, I am Rosie Regular Size Mom, and tonight I am playing Iris Toe, a Void Adept of the Mechanicus.
And hello, I am Savannah. You can find me online as Miss Emo Fox, and tonight I am playing Roxy, our former werecat, now the Avignon, and I have 5 bajillion different character sheets.
Together, this doomed cabal acts under the flag of Vorpal Tales, where you can witness dramatic tales of both terror and adventure every evening of every day. We bring you enlightenment in the form of epic storytelling. Come see all we have to offer at vorpaltales.com, twitch.tv/vorpaltales, and youtube.com/c/vorpaltales. Before we continue this parable, there will be no further questions. Please remember that due to adult language and adult situations, the story is rated M for mature, and we strongly encourage listener discretion and consent in gaming tools. And now, dear narrator, let us know what happened last time we played this game.
All right. Roxy tries to impose a sense of morality on Rudy. There's a brief flash of silver light from Roxy's head to remind him of his inherent goodness. Meanwhile, Sophie studies the 3 shapes quickly approaching our position. It's not an Nefandi, but it's some kind of corrupted umbral spirit infecting something alive. She points and yells out, "For Mori!" while dragging her survivors. Gabriel recognizes that this crater is about to blow and make an even bigger crater. Gabriel puts everyone into bullet time. Iris begins opening a teleport platform while Roxy helps Sophie get the survivors onto the platform. Rudy starts firing missiles at the approaching hostiles, and Gabriel provides supporting fire. Iris summons her own style of machinery, and then a mushroom cloud and a shockwave. We all throw ourselves onto the teleporter, which shatters when we're halfway. Sophie's innards are rearranged as Rudy fuses with his mech suit. Sophie and Gabriel tend to the survivors as best they can, and now the shield around Moose is gone. Gabriel examines the 2 men and a woman we rescued for any identifying information, but they don't have anything like that. That's when it starts to sink in that there's no Drake. Not even enough of him to reconstitute. Sophie, trying to process the loss of her hero, pulls out a cigarette. Yes, on a spaceship. She looks like she doesn't know whether to start screaming or crying. Rudy writes up an AAR and sends it to home base. Roxy starts looking for gaps in the moon's defenses. Iris can tell it'd be difficult to pilot, but she's pretty sure she can make it work, especially if the ship is cloaked. We briefly discuss the loss of Drake. Even if we could find enough of him, the soul is gone. Sophie says this means he was okay with dying, and we should honor his sacrifice by erasing this moon from existence. After a brief discussion on the survivors, Iris pilots the ship forward to an eclectic array of buildings and towers made out of limestone and other substances. Everything is silent when we land, and the ship reports an Earth-normal atmosphere and pressure. Stepping out, we smell cinnamon and grease fat. Sophie can detect an immense amount of synaptic static, but senses the presence of 6 minds. 3 mages and 3 unknown. Moving forward, we come across a jail-like door hanging slightly open. Going inside, it becomes clear that the minds Sophie sensed are prisoners. The first person she comes across identifies herself as Anne, a verbena here since 1972. When Roxy goes to one of the cells, it's covered in spider webs. A figure moves out of the shadows, tall, with thin limbs. They identify Roxy as Avignon and says here was where the other Avignons were made. Meanwhile, Sophie liberates a Spanish gentleman who acts suave enough to fluster Sophie a bit. Rudy and Gabriel open the second cell to discover thick, inky darkness. Gabriel calls out, and the darkness sinks into the face of a sharp-toothed pale woman. She steps free before Rudy can shut the jail cell and is clearly a vampire. She introduces herself as Catherine and gets snuggly with Gabriel. He tries to turn her down. In the third cell, Sophie finds someone unconscious in a sharp business suit. And she looks exactly like Iris. Reaching out, she doesn't sense any mind within the body, though there is an avatar. Closing the door halfway, she asks Iris for some help. A little frustrated, Iris joins her. Catherine explains that the 6 prisoners were bait. But she at least knows where we need to go next. Roxy takes Iris's spare body to the ship while Rudy and Sophie rescue the last. Rudy interrogates him as to what his gimmick is. His name is Merrick's, and he's probably a demon. Kara asks when we're going to kill the captives. Sophie says we're not going to, just as the rest of us realize these were ingredients for an Avignon experiment. As we're gearing up, some of us notice that Kara has slipped away, and Roxy, Gabriel, and Rudy hear something from where the unconscious people are. They emerge from the room and say, "I know everything now." They admit to eating them, and Roxy rushes into the room to discover one of the survivors horribly injured. Sophie and Rudy work together quickly to try and restore them to healing sleep. Roxy and Iris try to explain to Kara to please not eat anyone else's brain. Everything devolves into an argument before, frustrated, we make our way to the mosque. Or mosque-shaped building. It's clearly not a house of worship. It's sleek and high-tech inside the building, reminiscent of the technocracy. It's the source of the synaptic static. Roxy charms the door open. We're challenged to give a password, and Sophie manages to pull the memory out of Kara's mind from the last time a guard led them through here. A red beam of light appears, and a computer voice demands we identify ourselves. We give false names, pretending to be prisoners, though Sophie manages to trick the system into thinking she's a guard. We're ready to descend into the substrata of Mu.
Yeah. I was reminded of Kara today. We went into a store in the mall and they sell actual boxes of dead bugs you can hang on the wall, all shiny and pristine and in their creepiest possible positions, and they had so many spiders. Kind of wanted to buy you one for the moot, but Savannah told me not to, so.
Do you think
You
they put
coward,
dice?
Savannah.
No, I just love my friend. Thanks.
No, don't eat the Rosie dice. Don't do it.
So, Creepy spider lady, get us back in the mood. Spider person, sorry. Get us back in the mood.
Oh, good lord.
What's up, Rudy?
What was that about eating a rat?
I dropped one of my pointy rosy dice and my dog wanted to eat it. And I'm just like, oh no.
Oh, that might kill your dog, yeah.
Yeah.
Rosie makes dog killers.
No, I make very pointy dice that should not be consumed by anyone.
But are you saying they would or would not kill a dog if the dog ate it?
Ben, I'm not having this ridiculous circular discussion with you on a stream. Okay? We're moving on with the actual content.
Tyler took your challenge and decided to eat one of your die.
It hurt.
Sorry, so what's directly in front of us again? The machine?
No, you made it past the automated security system by lying your asses off
Right,
using
remember that? And
fake IDs.
Yeah, and I told them.
And then you
who
got
I
on the
was.
elevator, and that was it.
Okay, so we're on the elevator.
That's where we're gonna put it. Yeah,
Oh,
we never
on-
actually went into what was happening next because we stopped. So we're gonna put you in an elevator, moving down.
Okay.
Picture Resident Evil, the second
1,
movie,
2, 3, 4. There's 5 of y'all.
like you're descending into the hive.
Okay.
Was that the first movie?
The second one where they really like.
But the second one was in Raccoon City.
That's true. What
The
did they go-
laser
what was
hallway
this?
was in the first movie.
This isn't that. This is the second one. Whatever it was, they went into.
To clarify, Iris actually used her real name to get into the vault, and it identified her as a technocrat, which is its
Yes.
own kind of creepy.
You discovered also that they were cloning you.
Oh my gosh. So Gabriel. You're gonna feel Kara's fingers tippity tippity tapping you on the shoulder.
Hi.
Hi. Are you going to help me kill the captors?
Which ones exactly?
The ones that put us in those rooms. So, everyone here, in this building, they should die. You should hurt them. Will you hurt them with me?
That depends on what they do.
Or what they've already done.
If we can make them suffer more than just killing them.
No time. You should kill them. Quickly. But painful. Then leave. We can go home. You want to go home?
Why are you asking me?
You're in front of me. It's a tight room.
You can all hear this, by the way. This elevator does not have like any, silly cheesy music to entertain.
Do you not want to help me?
It really depends on what they do.
It's unfortunate.
Imprisoning them is a lot of fun too.
Imprisonment. Ooh.
Rudy's just slapping shit on the walls as we go down. Like, are we going down like a shaft or are we in an elevator?
It's an elevator.
Okay.
Oh. Do you also imprison in order to feed? Are you going to Cocoon them? Drink their blood?
No, more like interrogation normally.
You have to ask questions to find out what they know? Can't you just take it from them?
Not in the way you do.
How did you hear me?
I mean, you're talking out loud.
Elevators aren't that big, Mara. She says from like probably like 2 feet away from you.
It's going to like lean and flatten up against the back wall.
Quit bugging the arachnid with arachnid questions.
I'm sure some of us potentially have powers to get information out without talking, probably like Sophie. But as far as I'm aware, none of us get information the way that you get information.
And since you've developed a conscience, which is great, that's great, that should continue. Please don't eat the technocrats. Please don't eat any of the technocrats' brains until we've talked to them.
Unless you have to. Actually, wait, eat whoever you want.
Don't tell them that. I'm sorry.
And
like,
I'm
not
just
that you-
looking at everybody in the elevator.
Not that you'd listen to me anyway, but no.
Should I not listen to you?
I didn't think you would, but you should.
I want to make the elevator arrive at its destination, but I also want to see how far y'all can put your foots down your throats with the spider person. So
You see, what I could do is manipulate my sound waves to just go to the spider person, so no one else could hear me talking.
the elevator dings. Doors don't open. It just stops and dings and nothing happens.
Is there something I can plug into? Like a panel or something?
I was kind of hoping to
Panel where
see
you push
Roxy
what floor you
punch it
want.
open.
It's like a touch screen.
I could just open it.
And then there's like a hissing sound and like a shunk, and your ears pop.
Oh shit, did we just go through an airlock?
No, they sealed the room.
Oh no.
Is it gonna start? Okay. Which movie trope are we going to be? Is it gonna be water, sand,
I'm not-
spikes?
I'm gonna go with the end of Portal 1. I'm warming up the nerve gas.
I'm gonna assume,
This is
and
for science.
Iris looks at Roxy and says, okay, what I'm working with right now is this is a trap because they want you, because you're the only chance we have.
Probably an accurate statement.
Because we shouldn't have made it this far in. We should have met some resistance.
We shouldn't have entered an elevator.
Yeah.
I don't think we really had.
I don't
those. I think
remember
we
doing
just
that.
Walked into the center of the room and then it descended. If I'm not mistaken.
It was like 3 weeks ago. Who can remember?
It's a circular elevator car, that's what we'll call it. With smooth metal paneling or plastic paneling along the walls, metal floor, metal ceiling. The plastic panels glow, so the whole thing is lit, and then there's a touch screen. There do not seem to be any whatever it is they use to recycle the oxygen is not visible, but doesn't matter because they just sealed it off.
Okay. Well, I want to try to see what I can do with this.
I walk out.
Points. I thought you said it was locked.
Oh, I thought it opened. Okay.
No, it did not open.
Okay. Then I would like to use matter to open it.
Sure.
Don't you want to try to see what's on the outside first?
That's what they'd expect from us.
Basic intelligence?
Go ahead and roll your Arete against difficulty of 10.
Okay. That's good to know. Let's see what happens. So that's a botch.
Glorious. Describe whatever machinery you were using to force the door open, backfiring and exploding / melting down / whatever.
Okay, so you know how when they're trying to breach a wall, they'll put the C4 or whatever explosives they're using in a roughly human-shaped hole along the wall? That's what we were going to go with. And the only thing I can think of now, because of this imagery, is killing everyone on the elevator. So, not that.
What about a cute little and your eyebrows go away, even though you're a mech something?
First of all, I prefer Robro, okay?
They have altered the molecular composition of whatever these walls are made out of to resist structural enhancements, changes, or alterations, Rudy. Counter magic.
Can you counter the counter?
I mean, if you didn't botch the spell, yeah.
How much quintessence do I have left? I'll put down 7. I'm not doing that.
So, are there doors that could potentially be pried open or no?
Yes, there is a seam in the plastic doors that would slide open should things be working correctly, but it's so finite you can't get your fingers in there.
What about razor sharp claws?
Try.
I'll wait until Rudy's done with his blowing up.
Trying to melt it.
I still want to look at the panel while they're doing this stuff. I'm more interested in seeing if I can get into some kind of surveillance system than actually opening the elevator at this point, since they seem to be working on that.
Mundane or magical?
Magical. She's gonna do it in a very sci-fi way, like the sort of she takes out like an extra cable that she and plugs it into one of the ports in her arm and then hooks it up to something in the wall, or if there isn't something in the wall, there's like a sensor that she plugs to the screen.
Okay. Arete, difficulty 10.
Jesus.
Don't forget, you can spend willpower before you roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thanks.
Spending
What's my
willpower just
willpower?
gives extra dice, right?
Spending willpower gets you 1 automatic success before you roll.
Oh, okay.
It's
extra
Chronicles that gives you
dice
extra
and
dice.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so then that's 3 successes.
What the fuck?
I got.
Okay.
I spent the willpower, and then I had 2 smiley ducks.
Oh, that means that's each one of those is 2 successes, isn't it?
Are Smiley Ducks 10s or 1s?
Yes,
Smiley ducks
they're
are
10s.
Then yes.
Oh,
That's 5 successes.
You have removed 5 of the 20 counter magic dice. Nothing happens. There are 15 left.
What's difficulty for
10.
Oh, fuck a deck. So I just get 1 success on the willpower that I spent.
You remove 1 more. There are 14 left. It's getting hard to breathe in here.
All right,
Uh.
Spider, what can you do?
That's a good question.
That's not what I like to hear, Spider.
It's an excellent question.
Hold on.
Do I still need to breathe?
Also, Rudy and Iris take 1 paradox each.
But literally important question. Do I still need to breathe?
Yes.
Okay.
Your lungs are not necessarily flesh anymore, but oxygen is necessary to keep the blood fresh. You're a
Why can't I
cyborg,
be full
not
of
a full
algae?
robot.
Like in that movie Red Planet.
Algae needs oxygen too.
The algae made the oxygen.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, it would not be difficult for me to do some alchemy.
Well, if worse comes to worse, it would be possible for you to roll dice against a very difficult DC. Yes. All magic DCs in this elevator are 10.
What if we try prying it?
Or
Didn't
Rudy,
Roxy
you
just
could
do
come
that?
help me with this.
No, Roxy used open seal. A
Oh.
gift.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but I'm gonna spend a rage and sharpen my claws.
This is a scenario where everyone should roll until you defeat the countermeasures and or die from lack of oxygen. So you got to keep trying, but everything's a 10 in here.
All right. Do you want me to just keep rolling until I get a certain
No.
number of successes?
I'm going to have everyone go through and try something, and then we'll repeat. Kind of like initiative, but not necessarily in the same order. So Kara, Sophie, and Gabriel get a chance to try something or pass for the round.
so I look at Rudy, and I pull myself up and I stick to the ceiling.
Glorious. How did I think a spider was going to be any other way?
Sophie, what do you want to try?
I've got 4 dots in matter, so I'm going to try and transmute the door.
Arete, difficulty 10.
Sorry, my sheet is being weird.
No problem.
There we go. No successes.
Okay. No successes means no paradox, though. Gabriel, what are you going to try?
So I was thinking about pausing time for us to work on it. Like trying to think of which way that would best go. Stuff is still going on out there, or stuff is going on in our bubble while stuff is paused out there. Yes, that. Or we
Roll
have bullet
against
time.
Arete, difficulty 10.
Okay. I got 4.
Is the vampire with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Why doesn't she?
And
do
so
it?
is Suave, sexy Latin lover.
Oh, I got a 10.
There are now 13 counterspell dice left, and you take 2 paradox.
Isn't the 10 2 successes?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
12. And 2 paradox.
We can math.
Your spell has not taken effect yet. All you're doing is whittling away the defense. So now we circle back around and, I'll start with Roxy.
Okay, now she's taken her claws and trying to do something. Rosie Stites hates me. The highest I rolled was an 8.
Vampire lady says, "Is that a werecat? And I thought I'd seen everything." Are you just attacking the door?
I was trying to.
Okay. Well, you sink your claws into the plastic, and there's a bunch of screeching sounds, but it only moves about that much. There's a little tiny crack. Rudy.
Sorry, I was looking up if I could just harvest quintessence from the vampire's blood. I am going to try to do the same thing again, but with a different device. And I will be spending 3 quintessence on the roll.
Okay.
And if I
So
can
these
take
9.
an extra, and according to the rules, I can take longer to lower the difficulty by 1, right?
Uh,
2 turns for difficulty reduction.
yes.
So if I spend 3 and then spend a whole turn, that's -4, right?
We drop the difficulty to 9. 10's the cap, but I can add successes necessary in lieu of difficulty.
God damn. So there's okay. So fuck it. I'll do that. I'll just do the quintessence then.
Go ahead and roll it, and then you can give me the result next turn.
Oh, just the quintessence, not the extra turn thing.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll it then.
I got a 9 and a 10, so 3 successes.
Okay. Take 1 paradox. And there's 9 counterspell dice left. Sophie. What do you want to do?
I will try transmutation again.
Do it.
Nope, that is not what I was supposed to type. Oh, 2 10s.
Nice. Take 2 paradox and 4 counterspell dice left. Gabriel.
I'm gonna do that same thing. Oof, no successes this time.
Okay. Kara, you just gonna stand the ceiling?
That scene that you said, I will walk across the ceiling or crawl across the ceiling, and check. Does it seem like it would be sizable enough for, say, an insect to get through?
The crack Roxy made?
Like the scene where she was trying to pull the door apart, and because there's a door here, like
She's made a crack about that big, and Rudy and Sophie are softening the edges, so they're like starting to deform. So
right.
yes, you can get a spider through there.
Get a spider through there.
Or thousands of spiders.
So again, I am on the ceiling, and I am kind of looking, upside down at this, and you just kind of see little bulges underneath Kara's skin, and then a spider falls, and then another spider falls, and then she just starts having all of these spiders come out from her, and they are raining down inside the elevator and scurrying up into the crack, trying to fill it in and get through to the other side. And it's thousands of little regular sized insect spiders, and they are raining from the top of the elevator.
What do you mean raining?
I was stuck to the ceiling, crawling.
And now they've all let go?
Well, they are coming out of her as they empty out from inside of her.
Oh, so it's like they were in some sort of nest, and the nest opened, and they're all falling. Okay.
Yeah.
Or it's like that movie Little Nicky when he turns into the weird little spiders with Nicky heads. That's right. Referencing a good Adam Sandler movie.
Wow. Okay.
The vampire says, and you guys thought I'm the creepy weird one. Jesus.
You eat people.
And smushes a spider.
I slap him right across. No,
She? Her?
actually,
Slap her?
oh yes, I slap her. No, wait.
Yes.
Yes.
Use
Yes.
your true faith. Make it hurt.
I must slap this rat with true faith.
You have true faith.
I do.
2 dots.
So in this form, I have no strength, but I have a lot of dex. Can I try to get through the door?
You can just slip through the crack. You don't need strength.
so I can just get through the other side.
Yeah, you're little tiny spiders.
Cool. I do that.
All the spiders except the squished one disappear very rapidly. Iris. I'll tell you what you see in a minute, Kara.
Okay.
Well, Iris knows that there's a lot of defenses that she's trying to get through, so what you do is you keep hacking. You want more Arite?
Yep.
You gotta throw some ram at it.
No successes that time.
What if you add
Okay.
more monitors?
I'm out of ports, actually. I can't add any more monitors.
Roxy. What are you doing with this turn?
I am going to try one of my new, well, not new, one of my non-Bastet powers of Metamorphosis, and I would like to change the material of this plastic, hard as fuck plastic that I'm fucking with, and change it into more of a Tupperware material. And I got 1 success.
Wait,
Okay.
Well,
Tupperware?
technically 2.
Tupperware?
Like the really shitty dollar store Tupperware.
Are you trying to preserve us, Roxy?
No, I'm trying to make the door easier for me to fucking bend.
2
Well,
counter
time
spell
bend.
dice left. And I need you to check off 1 box, not circle, of banality.
What is
Ow.
banality?
What?
What is banality?
Basically Rudy's life.
Yeah. So as changelings, it is literally possible to get bored to death.
And this is basically like Paradox for a changeling. The changeling is trying to exert magic and imagination on a technocracy construct, and it's resisting.
According to this chart I have, we could use changelings as fuel.
I will.
Yeah, you can
hurt
use
you.
their glamour for quintessence.
A changeling is worth 20 or 30 quintessence.
Yep, and they
Yep.
could also harvest you for your imagination and drain it all in one fell swoop and leave you nothing but an empty husk who can
Won't
never
that
have
then hurt them since I'm now banal?
Yeah, but now they have all the glamour. So, what's interesting is then they risk losing touch with reality completely. Changeling is a real fun game in that you got to maintain a balance.
Unfortunately for them, new Rudy no longer has the curiosity flaw.
Rudy, what do you do with your turn?
How many are left?
2.
Well, that was 3.
You got 2 successes.
I'm
Oh,
just
okay, I
gonna
took it was a 10.
supervise and assist somebody else.
Okay.
I'm running low on willpower and quintessence, so I needed to reserve those for our escape.
Gabriel, roll willpower. Difficulty 10.
Wait a second. Don't I get to roll?
No, you're trying to slap the vampire with true faith. You
Oh
declared
god,
your
that's
action.
right. Do I get
But
to
this
add the
construct
dots of
can
true
block
faith?
true faith also. So no,
What?
you're just rolling willpower. Difficulty 10. This is to even tap into your faith.
Well, shit, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have done it.
You wouldn't have known that, but now you do.
Willpower. Willpower.
Can't.
I can't spend a
Can't
willpower
spend
to
willpower on
roll
a willpower roll.
Willpower. Willpower.
What's the success again? Oh, was
10.
it the 10? Out of 7 dice, I got 1 success.
Yeah, that's 2.
Okay. Excellent. You only take 1 aggravated damage
Mother.
as you literally catch on fire.
What?
Oh no, our air!
Good job. Good
Oh no!
What
job.
is-
You're fucking over our air.
What is happening?
See, fire will burn up our oxygen.
No, but how did it catch on fire slapping?
Apparently, God doesn't exist in space.
But
why
Star
would
Trek
God
5
use
told us that's
ship?
not true.
I didn't watch Star Trek 5.
What?
Look, I put it up as a bet where the loser had to marathon every Star Trek movie ever made. I won. Like 37 hours of Star Trek.
What is the symbol of your true faith, Gabriel? You can't just like touch your head and do it in World of Darkness. You have to hold something out like you're Van Helsing. I don't care what it is, though.
Ooh, tiny hammer.
It could be a tiny hammer, sure. If
It's
you could
not
give me a
gonna-
good story why.
It's not gonna be a tiny hammer. Oh, what?
So, Templars are like they're intended to be Christian. But like you could always hold up like the Cairo or the cross with the little loopy bottom.
Yeah, we revamped the Templars for
Oh,
the game
God,
world.
no,
They're
Betty.
not part of the church anymore.
Oh
Oh,
God, no,
okay.
Betty. Why?
His faith
But
was
they
in
do still use the iconography.
I mean, you asked someone to summon earlier.
I
Athena.
didn't think Betty was here at the time.
Betty is
Anathame?
always
Is
there.
that what you said?
No, his Athena is
Athena.
the goddess that is dear to his heart.
So what's a good representation of Athena one could hold in one's hand?
A spear? An owl?
A tiny owl.
An owl.
A tiny bow.
A tiny owl.
You can have a tiny, yeah.
No, wasn't a bow Artemis though?
Bow is
don't,
Artemis.
Don't come at me.
I just want you to be correct.
He has a little owl charm.
That's what bursts into flame, burning the hell out of your hand and arm,
Oh no!
like in a bad
Albert!
vampire movie. Also, the vampire just blinks at you like, "Did you try to Van Helsing me?" And nothing happens to the vampire. However, the last 2 counterspell dice are gone because you rolled a 10. Which means now we return to Roxy.
Yes, I
Difficulty
did
is
try
still-
to Van Helsing you.
Difficulty is still 10, but now successes actually apply to the door.
Cool. So I'm still going to be chopping at this door with my claws, trying to pry it open. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. And I shift. I spend a rage to instant shift. Please be nice to me, Rosie Dice. Oh, does that -1 count on this roll?
-1 for what?
Difficulty for my power.
So, because you're still above 10, you're removing successes necessary. You have to cap out DC at 10, and then I add extra successes to represent DC whatever. The -1 removes some of those extra successes that you would have needed, but it doesn't take you to a DC of 9. The actual DC you're aiming for is 13, so it became a 12.
Okay, 2 successes then, because I just rolled a single 10.
Okay. The door actually bows and bends this time. Rudy.
Still supervising. Oh,
Sophie.
I'm trying to put out the fire.
Okay. Gabriel, you get hit in the face with Rudy's modified form of anti-fire foam. It probably tastes like Fruit
I was
Loops or
gonna
something.
say,
Who
I'm gonna
knows?
try to smother it with a jacket or something. Oh, I'll take the suave guy's jacket and try to smother it. Because he hasn't done anything while you've been trapped in this elevator. Let's talk about that, suave guy.
He does not let you take his jacket.
Just gonna push him on top of it then.
Sophie, Gabriel, and Suave Guy go down in a pile. What do you do?
Are there any of Kara's spiders left in the elevator?
Kara?
Mattering.
I pick one up. Does it have a mind?
So they're not independent. Even in swarm form, it's all just Kara. It's like a swarm mind. It's like a hive.
The natural spider.
It's like the
forms.
Borg. You could talk to the Borg Queen.
Yeah, I'm gonna like send a mental message of like, "Hey, Kara, you there?" Just like I'm looking at the little spider on my finger.
So Kara, you swarmed out of the door 2 rounds ago,
Yes.
and into a room that I don't know. Has Kara seen a lot of movies? I'm gonna probably say probably not.
Mm-mm.
So a room that Steve would go, wow, this looks a lot like the planning room the rebels had in New Hope. It's like a stone structure, and there's like a stone table, but there's technology wired into it, and it's got like a hologram coming out of the table, and the hologram is Earth. And then there's like seats around the stone table. This is where it differs from the movie. And also there is a bank of computer monitors that are CRT screens from the 80s, like TRS 80s.
Awesome.
But each of the seats has a hologram projected into it, except for one, which is empty. One of the holograms, and I need you to picture this in Eric's sexiest Latino accent, says, "Fucking spiders? Wow. Should have killed them while I had the chance." This is a Hispanic guy who's dressed up like a priest, but the frock is missing, the white piece. It's not called a frock. The white piece is missing. I thought I'd seen everything. I wonder if Gabriel's in there. And then a redhead wearing Doc Martens giggles and says, "Probably. Still a little bitch in this reality too, I'm sure." You know, you don't recognize any of these people. There's 5 of them, and the 6th seat is empty.
They're
There
all
are
actually
3 ladies and 2 gentlemen.
They're all actually there, right?
No, they're holograms.
Everyone's a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No actual people.
Yep. 2 gentlemen, including the one who spoke, 3 ladies, including the one who spoke, and an empty seat.
Gotcha. Okay.
The other gentleman's like the ultimate used car salesman, complete with being short, tweed suit, and balding. One of the other ladies is of Hispanic origin, looks a lot like Madani from The Punisher. And the other lady, pop culture reference. Crap, what is her name? The actress who was in Mandalorian that was a rebel soldier. You know who I'm talking about. Looks like her.
Okay, so I see all of that, mentally noted. And then I hear Sophie, and I'm going to respond, no, I am here.
The other short balding dude says, "It could talk." You can have your conversation, Sophie.
Would you mind letting me see through some of your eyes?
I've got a lot to spare.
All right, I'm gonna try and form a mind connection so that I can perceive whatever Kara is perceiving using the little spider on my finger.
Kara, only you hear this. The redhead swings her boots off the table so she can turn around and slap her hands on her knees and look at you, look at all your little spiders, and go, "That looks like fun. Let me help." Sophie, roll Daratate, difficulty 3. That's weird. It shouldn't be this easy.
Oh, yeah, 2 10s, a 9, and a 5.
Brilliant. You can see through all the little eyes. You look up, and you see Lacey. "Hi, Sophie." Smash! You take 3 lethal damage from the mental pain. Lacey starts stepping on you.
This is the hologram.
Kara? The hologram, yes, is smashing your spiders.
Question.
You got a glimpse of Vega before the connection was broken, though, Sophie.
But I wouldn't recognize him.
That's true, you wouldn't. Only Gabriel would have. What's up, Gabriel? Gabriel's
So-
avatar.
I was just gonna ask how many of Kara's spiders would have to be smushed before damage happened to Kara?
A ridiculous amount. Sophie only got damaged because Lacey strengthened the psychic connection to be able to screw with her brain.
Okay, so it's basically like when you're playing D&D and your DM's nice and it's like, yeah, arrows, you have them.
There's not a specific number of spiders that have to be smashed, no.
Okay.
You have to destroy a percentage of the whole.
Okay. Thank you. I was just curious.
Yeah, and in most cases, it's literally impossible.
Yeah. Especially for a hologram. No matter how much solid energy it can try to have the whatever device is powering this exert. Gabriel, it's your turn, and Sophie reels backward, going, "What the hell?" and bleeds from the nose.
I'm also breaking the connection to Kara.
Yeah.
And
Seems wise.
I think Kara's in trouble. There are holograms attacking her.
Wait, like hard light constructs, or no? Let's just do the fucking door open. It doesn't matter. Team up.
It's your turn,
Autobots
Gabriel.
roll out. He's gonna look at Vampire Lady. Yeah, I did try to Van Helsing you for squishing my friend.
Her laugh is melodic and sweet, but also really irritating.
Can you
She's
give us an
mocking you with the
example of
laughter.
that?
No.
That's not that melodic, Tyler.
So, are you gonna just stand there, Vampire Lady, or are you actually gonna try and help us get out of this elevator?
Oh dear, I thought you'd never ask. Turns into inky blackness, which swirls out of the elevator through the crack. It's your turn, Gabriel. What do you want to do?
Vampires. Ugh. Let's see.
Can I try the transmutant trick again?
We have to get around the turn first.
Okay.
That's why I keep asking Gabriel what they want to do.
Well, I don't know that there's necessarily anything that I can do. I don't want to fire a weapon in an elevator. I try and help pry it open now that
Yes.
Roxy's.
Roll strength plus athletics, difficulty 6.
Okay. Your dice. That's 2 successes.
Does my supervision help at this point? Or I'm putting out a fire. Never mind.
Yeah, you're busy using a dude to put Gabriel's fire out. Kara, we know what you're doing. Iris, what do you do? Trying not to get smushed by holograms.
I have a question though.
Yes, what is your question?
Is the La Sombra coming through the elevator as smoke?
Yes, and I'll describe what she's doing once I get through the turn, but yes.
Okay. I may have a thing. Keep going.
Okay. What you got, Iris?
Okay. I'm gonna keep trying to do what I was doing because she still thinks it's important to know what's out there. So she's still trying to like get into some sort of security system.
Roll it.
Is difficulty still 10?
Yes, but your successes actually matter now.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay, you actually break into the system and you're starting to get into the data files, but you haven't found anything useful yet. You've made progress. And that's when the La Sombra reconstitutes, grabs one of the sides of the door and just rips it off its hinges, and is going to take full credit for this, even though it was all of you working together that weakened the door. Immediately starts gloating. See, Gabriel, you should have asked me at the beginning and I could have handled all this for you.
So I can use her as fuel, right? Like no one's gonna have a problem with that.
Wait. Okay. So while she's gloating, go ahead.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes,
Gabriel. Go
vegan
ahead.
too.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, for flavor RP, please don't damage me. Since I was holding onto the doors, can I go somewhat flying from her yanking it off?
You can.
Can you
right into
tumble
the
onto
Lacey
each other?
hologram. The Lacey hologram catches you. And then like, Gabriel, I've missed you, while doing a pirouette, and then all the holograms just deactivate. And you're pirouetting by yourself.
I feel like I might have fallen on my ass at that point.
Yes, you do.
Oh, ow. My butt.
Okay.
None of you, now remember, none of you except Gabriel's avatar, which hasn't said anything yet, recognizes these people who seem to know you.
So while this vampire is gloating, having ripped the doors off,
Mm-hmm.
and has their back to me, I would like to spend a blood point to
Mm-hmm.
instant shift from Crawlerling to
Wait, did you say blood point?
yes.
Yes. Where spiders have blood points, they don't have rage. They're not angry all the time. That's not their secret.
And then I would
Carry
like
on.
to reconstitute into my Pithis form.
Okay. Describe that for the
What?
players.
So the 1,000+ spiders, regular everyday spiders you see around the house, covering this room and elevator, all form together and start growing and growing and growing and growing and growing into a massive, large-sized, singular giant spider. And I will spend however much willpower and additional blood points for extra actions, and anything you want me to spend right now, I will, to grab this vampire and eat her.
All right, hold on. I need my 5th generation vampire sheet. It's here somewhere. I got Ben's attention.
So that's 1 blood point down.
Steve, you might be making a big mistake.
That's fine.
Steve
mean,
just has
as-
like a couple of backup characters
long
stockpiled at this point.
as-
It's fine.
As long as her girlfriend doesn't show up, we're fine. If her girlfriend shows up, we're all fucked.
Well, I mean, like, how does Diablerie work when it's a were doing it to a vampire?
We're about to find out.
Abominations!
Tenebration.
We're doing it
7.
live! Rudy hates this, but Ben's having a blast.
So, go ahead and roll strength plus athletics. Difficulty 6, standard.
Also, Salubri just paid money to fuck over Steve.
To fuck over me? No.
Yep.
I mean, that sounds like something that happened last night, but different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
screwed over Salubri last
Like your
night.
girlfriend to heaven last night.
And not in
No.
a good way.
Not like you'd think.
Steven, what did you do?
Oops.
Oh, he
Steven.
and Ben teamed up to like TPK our entire party. It's fine.
How many
So
of
they
you
died
lived?
and went to heaven.
So we died.
Oh.
See, heaven's good and cold.
I
Well,
don't think
sure.
it is.
You know, if
Why would they
that's
call
the
it
case,
heaven?
I don't feel bad for you.
So, what's your roll, Kara?
But when I do it, it's funny. When she
It
does
is
it,
funny.
it's mean.
Huh.
Hold on. Strength plus what?
Athletics, difficulty 6.
Strength plus athletics. That's 5 plus. That's 7. Currently. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Too many windows. Don't want to mess up the stream. Difficulty of 6 makes it a 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 3
Okay.
successes because of that one.
You grapple shadows. And one of them breaks off. Forces its way into your mouth and down your throat, just like you wanted.
Yes. Perfect. I'm
Where it
blink.
begins to grow.
Yep.
Roll initiative, whole group. You are now fighting a Lasombra Elder.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully your true faith can work again, Gabriel, because if not, we're all fucked.
Yeah, we'll see.
Remind me, it's a D10 plus Dex and
Plus wits.
Plus wits.
Yeah, she has a Tenebration 7, so she can grow parasites made out of shadows in your body.
Yep. The Sombra be scary. 16.
Nice.
Now watch Roxy roll a 30.
Roll initiative, Roxy. Full party.
Sorry, I was eating pasta, guys.
Vampire's gonna kill all your asses now.
You were eating pasta, guys. Where do you find guys made out of pasta?
14.
Thank you.
Have you tasted yourself lately? You might be made out of pasta.
11.
Thank you.
I forgot how to roll.
How do you roll initiative in this game?
You know you go first.
1d10
Roxy.
plus dex plus wits.
1d10 plus dex plus wits. My dex is crazy.
Does she even have to roll anymore? We know she's gonna go first.
You think so, huh?
6, 5,
I'm
Unless this
spending
Lasombra's
points
a
at
true
this
brew,
point.
I don't know how V20 vampires work. Or they like wear hats or something? I don't know.
See, the Lasombra de Aragon has a really good initiative.
I got an 18.
18. Nice. What is dex wits? Just need Roxy's and Iris's.
I gave you mine already. 16.
Oh, missed yours. Yep. No, who am I missing then? Oh, Gabriel.
Oh, I got 15.
Thank you.
I put it in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, I can't see that.
33.
Okay. So, in reverse order, as always, slowest to fastest, you would declare your actions. Oh, right. Where Raven?
What?
Rudy.
What was that last thing he said?
Where, Raven?
Sexy Latino guy. What'd you get, Rudy? Or what are you going to do when it's your turn, Rudy? You're the slowest.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna assess the room for threats other than the vampire.
Ah, that'd be wise.
Because
Sophie,
if
what are
we
you
were
going to do
in
when
a
it's your
trap
turn?
before, we might be in a trap again.
Alright, I kind of don't want to metagame, but is it sort of reasonable to see all this shadow stuff going on and reasonably assume, I bet light and or fire would solve this problem?
Yes.
Okay,
It's a
is
vampire.
there...
Vampires don't like light.
Okay. Is there any way that I could get a chemical reaction going to essentially start combustion happening?
Yeah, there's flammable things in this room. CRT monitors, wires, presumably electricity of some energy of some kind is powering this place. The room itself is made out of stone.
Okay.
But, you know, monitors are plastic. The doors you just broke are plastic.
Could I touch the shadows?
Oh, yes. They are trying to touch all of you.
Okay, in that case, I would like to imprison the shadows, in a mental maze or cage using my mind magic. I'm gonna make her relive the worst night of her life.
Okay. Suave Latino guy explodes into a swarm of birds. Gabriel, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
So can I use True Faith to bless my bullets?
Yes.
Then that's what I'm gonna do.
Rosie, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
Blink must, like, I know not literally blink, it's a vampire thing. Teleport, like, hop over to some console so I can actually try to get into the security system or figure out who the fuck those were, because there's like 5 other people that can deal with that.
Rudy,
I still
what are
need
you
to
going
do the mission.
Why do I have Rudy in here twice?
Rudy's
Roxy,
awesome.
what are you going to do when it's your turn?
activate my apocalyptic form and try to reason with the Lasombra to stop her from killing all of us.
Okay. Lasombra, seeing all of this, will act first. Steve apparently wants to die again.
Steve, I don't have your particular flavor of Death Wish. Sorry.
How much celerity?
Maybe Kara just wants to get crushed between her thighs.
Lucida will burn enough blood to activate all her celerity to get 5
Oh
actions.
shit! I forgot she had that. I'm
It's
sorry, Steve. I've led you astray.
Celerity 4, so 5 actions. This
I
turn.
asked Rachel if
I
this
told her.
would be okay.
So we're doing V20 vampires.
She
Got
said
it.
I would be okay.
What are we doing, these 20 vampires?
Why would you believe Rachel saying that you would be okay?
Because Rachel's
Okay,
never
I
lied to me
said-
Rachel
before.
sits for spider people.
I said, good question. I think it would be fun to try.
Fair. That's what I would have said. But that doesn't mean it's okay.
I forgot she had celerity. I'm sorry.
I like to
It's
point
not
out I have not aggressed against the vampire.
Celerity is not in the Lasombra discipline spread. I
It is
was
not.
just thinking, like, oh, Potent's tentacles. Yeah, those would be
She's
pretty
so
nasty.
old. How would she not have 4 dots and everything?
Now, here you go.
Let's just turn her blood into fire.
I am putting this in the Discord for you.
We're yeah, y'all are
This
mages.
character
Y'all
breaks
should
all
be
the
able to
rules.
just
And no,
snap a
I did
finger.
not build this sheet. This is the
How does
canon
she
sheet.
have Serpentis?
Canon. It's the canon sheet.
Ow!
She has drunk way too much of Fatima's blood to not have at least a dot of quietus.
Also,
Interesting that wasn't in there, yeah.
Since she's not alive, does that mean her blood would be considered matter and not life?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is how it works with
I'm
vampires.
gonna convert
actually.
her blood into fire.
Well, you'd have to spend a willpower to switch that on
Well,
your
on
turn.
my turn, my next
Yes.
turn, I'm gonna do that.
First
Rudy.
thing she's going to do is use an action to not let Sophie touch her shadows. As she senses this is going horribly wrong when one of them is trying to touch her.
That's fine. That just means the
For a major
roll
boon
is
for
going to
Steve.
be a little more difficult.
Yes, exactly. I mean, you don't have to touch her to do your spell either. Not this one. Who does she think is the most effective person to help her in this situation? Roxy has those cool swords. Iris is doing computer shit.
I totally don't have cool swords. I don't know what you're talking about.
Gabriel.
I did not steal them off of Steve's non-existent body.
Gabriel has true faith. That doesn't really help her. Rudy has a really big rail gun. She's going to use Dominate 6 on Rudy.
Yeah!
Why are you excited?
I don't know, because I'm gonna pierce this place's air bubble and kill us all with a railgun shot.
You already blew up a planet with fucking tungsten.
What planet did I blow up?
It was a moon.
No,
it was Mercury, and I didn't blow it up.
Okay, you created a sizable crater that melted yourself into your mech.
In my defense, the teleporter did that, and Tyler blew it up. I just wanted to create a big trench.
A whole bunch of people at NASA are going to be very confused if Mercury suddenly
We are
explodes.
NASA.
Rudy,
Yes.
make an Arete roll. Because that's your supernatural resistance trait.
What's the difficulty? Don't say 10.
It's dots plus base of 5, so that would actually make it 11. So yes, it's 10.
Cool. I will not be spending willpower because I don't have much left. I botched. 2 ones.
Oh, that's beautiful. So what happens is she entirely dominates your mind and basically chains you to her will, and you are her most loyal, closest best friend now. And because she has Dominate 6, she has Rationalize. Those you dominate refuse to believe their actions are not their own. You have no idea you've been controlled. This is totally your own free will.
We're gonna die.
Oh, no one tells Savannah about this.
Oh, she can hear me talking. We're in the same room.
Oh, I can hear him. His desk is right there.
Okay. The rest of her actions don't take place right now. Meaning it's Roxy's turn. Roxy is watching her. She doesn't even have to make eye contact to dominate 6. She just kind of brushes her fingers on his shirt. Rudy, save me. Rudy locks and loads.
This is fine.
Salubri MD did this.
Yeah, I know.
Technically, Kara did this trying to eat Empire Elder.
I blame Dr. Salubri. She wrote a prescription
Salubri, not
Don't
doctor.
you fucking say it. Don't you fucking say it, Amber.
for death.
Oh, I think you say pain.
Oh man.
So as Roxy crosses out of the elevator, she was currently in Krenos form. As she steps through, her body turns entirely metallic gold and she grows wings that are a prismatic rainbow. I love Ambrose's face.
What are you now?
This is my angel sheet.
Wait, why aren't you a strange machine thing?
That would be Chronicles of Darkness, not World.
You keep referencing Chronicles.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, they shouldn't have such similar names. Anyway, so I get a whole bunch of different boosts to charisma and manipulation. And I'm gonna try to talk to the crazy vampire,
Mhm.
and try to reason with her that we are her only viable way back to Earth. Because
She looks at you and says,
Iris is the only one who can drive.
She looks at you and says, with the spider literally wrapped around her mouth on the top of her head, the spider is trying to eat me, Roxy.
Yes, and by your display of phenomenal power, it is very obvious that you don't need to bring all of us into it. And if I may remind you, the spider has spent the most time with you. We saved both of you at the same time. There's no particular relationships that are stronger.
Then talk the spider down, not me.
Kara.
Huh.
Release the vampire. Didn't we just have a conversation about not eating people's brains?
Not people.
She is people. People encompasses all creatures, Kara.
Kara's got a point. Vampires really aren't people. They don't have souls.
They're a collection of matter.
And Kara's a collection of spiders, so they should get along just fine.
I mean, according to Demon, that's correct. They don't have souls.
Kara, if you continue on this trajectory of trying to consume her, none of us are going to be returning to Earth.
I mean, I probably will.
I'm gonna take like one of my mid legs and just kind of
Mhm.
pat the vampire on the head if I can. Just put her down, I guess.
Lucinda retracts all of her shadows. Says, as long as you don't try to eat me, I won't try to eat any of you. But you, kisses Rudy on the cheek, we're going to stay friends. She does not release the dominate. Essentially creating a bodyguard. She exits initiative. Does the rest of you? So does Kara.
Yeah, if there's no obvious threat, I will belay what I was trying to do.
Okay. What about
does
Gabriel and
Iris-
Iris?
Does Iris realize what's happened to Rudy?
You would probably equate it with some kind of conditioning, but you wouldn't understand that it's a power or how it works. Mental influence? Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to decide how stressed and pissed Iris is versus the fact that she's an intelligent person.
You would also understand that Lucita is only maintaining this effect because now she doesn't trust the were-spider.
So she's not happy, but she walks over to the bank of monitors or whatever she thinks she needs to get to and just sort of says over her shoulder, "You better let him go once we're back home."
I will, because I never want to see any of you again. Except maybe you, darling. Looks at Gabriel.
Feeling is mutual.
And
Not
that-
from my end.
Seems like a good place for a mid-show break. So don't go anywhere, audience. 10 minutes.
Wait.
Steve's got a prop.
1, 2.
Wait, Kara's changed her mind
Not-
and has
not-
decided to devour the brain anyway.
Not knowing what's going on, I rolled a 2, which on my screen is Rudy. So I'm going to over to Rudy and with the one big spider leg, giant spider.
I'm just gonna target a railgun at you as soon as you start approaching me.
Don't know what that is.
I think I would be doing that even before I was dominated. I think most of us would do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Just
But
kind
what
of.
do you do, Kara?
She squished me.
She squished one of thousands of you.
Sideways scuttle.
I was talking to Rudy.
I'm confused as to who's on whose side now.
I'm on the side that gets us out of here in one piece.
I'm just gonna start charging my new cyborg body to explode.
Okay.
Cool.
Not like right now, but you know, when I feel like it. You
Under
saw what I did to
pressure.
that dragon.
All right.
Lucita looks at you, Kara, and says, "They grow back, right? You just like, I don't know, poop out new ones."
Don't you grow back?
Yes. They don't. These squishy breathing things, but yes, I do.
So let me eat part of you.
She thinks about that for a second, shrugs, and extends her pinky.
I was just about to say
Her
a
left
pinky for a
pinky.
spider.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Do it.
Wait.
Yeah, you should do it.
Do it.
I promise nothing bad will happen if you
No,
drink some
I
of her
know
blood.
what will happen. I know. I know this is a terrible idea.
Salubri, not doctor, would like to encourage you to do it.
She paid
Mm.
for you to screw yourself over and you didn't die in the fight.
Ah. It's- you know,
Don't you want another character sheet just like me? And then it'd be fun.
I kind of do.
fine. Except,
You consume her pinky.
nope.
And,
Can I chomp the whole hand?
sure.
Sweet.
You get the whole hand. She hisses, but then giggles. And while we go on break, I'm going to look up how blood bonding works on were spiders. This is fine.
What could go wrong?
We'll be back.
We've returned. Kara. Whole hand, you say?
Whole hand. I eat the whole hand.
Please add 3 blood points
Sweet.
to your pool.
Oh.
Even like that takes you over your cap. You can keep them.
Oh.
And you now have 1 dot in Obtenebration. What are the other 2, Rachel? Help.
Potence for free.
Potence and Dominate are the inflames.
Dominate, yes. 1 dot of Potence, Dominate, and Obtenebration because you're now a ghoul to a Lissombra, basically.
Dominate and
Potence.
okay.
The 1 dot of Potence means you have basically a free dot of Strength unless you actually use the power to like lift cars and break things, and then for that period of time you lose the free dot of Strength. Dominate at level 1 means you look people in the eye and can give them a 1-word command. And that one costs blood. Yes. And Obtenebration at level 1.
You create shadows on your face that gives you a bonus to Intimidate.
Yeah. So now you're even creepier.
Right.
If
But
he does
also-
that when he's, I have a very important question. If he does that when Kara's in multiple spider form, do the shadows form over each of the individual little faces?
Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
You're welcome.
How
And-
much vampire blood is in each one of those tiny little spiders?
That remains to be seen. Kara, important detail.
Yep.
Lucida is an interesting and fascinating person now who you should probably emulate.
No.
Also, you don't want to kill her anymore.
Nah.
You don't know. You have this strange chemical reaction happening. You don't really understand it. It's like right here. It's weird. Probably a word for that with humans.
If you dilute the blood by going into multiple spider form, you might fix that issue.
Cool.
That's just me talking out my ass, though. So,
And for the rest of you, every now and then you just see, much like Kaliak, just a spider crawls out of Lucida's hair and across her face and back into the hair. Lucida is aware.
I want to act like Bizarro right now and be like, kill? Or Solomon Grundy, I should say.
Solomon Grundy.
Kill?
Because you ate the whole hand, you are bloodbound stage 2.
I'm just gonna not write that down.
Don't worry, the rest of us will remember for you.
I mean, Lucita certainly won't
Don't worry,
forget.
you can't be turned into a vampire, though, because
No, you
Anasazi
cannot.
are completely immune.
No, you cannot. And there actually is stuff that happens with the blood bond, which you'll learn as a surprise. Everyone will learn together, except Rachel, who probably already knows. But yes, it does get weird because you're aware, Spider. It is specifically addressed in the book. So carry on.
So this room had 6 desks with
No, it has a stone table and a loud dog. It has a stone table that's about probably 5 square feet. That just kind of like grows out of the stone floor. The whole building is stone. And then it's got little round stools, 6 of them around the table. It's got 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and 1 on each end, even though it's round, so end finger quotes. With technology embedded in the stone table, and then there's the stone wall at the back of the room has old, like 80s technology embedded into it as well. Yes, Rudy.
I think I asked this question for everybody. What kind of dog?
I'm gonna let Roxy answer that.
Oh no, you can do it.
A fabulous one that everyone should love and adore.
Who is Chihuahua Pitbull scared of everything?
I botched my deception check, Rudy. So, what do you do?
I look over at Iris, who's balls deep into like some probably computer thing. Iris, can you figure out where the machine is so we can get this over with?
Which
2 main
machine?
goals as a reminder, because we miss a lot of sessions. Recover the machine that created the abomination and recover as much data as possible about their process to create it.
Yeah, I'll pull up a schematic. Are you gonna stay metallic and glowy and winged?
What? Oh.
Right now, everyone actually feels more peaceful and calm. Oh, wait, you went into your full form, didn't you? That also means, because of the size of the room, you all heal 1 level of damage. If you have damage, even aggravated.
Yeah, I have aura vitality.
The aggravated downgrades to lethal, it doesn't go away, but the lethal or bashing goes away entirely. If you have lethal, remove 1. If you have bashing, you can remove 2.
I think you all had mostly something because of the way you got like when I transported you onto the ship.
What's it doing to my body?
Still heals you, too.
I'm at full health according to the sheet.
It actually begins to reverse the process a little bit. Parts of your cybernetic structure fall off and skin regrows.
Oh god, that sounds really painful.
Just itches a lot, actually. but it's not like a skin itch. It's like an eyeball itch. Can't really get to it.
Shouldn't say me with an eye patch on. I can't. I've been wanting to itch it this entire fucking time.
Yeah. I think it'll wear off eventually.
Okay, so if you can do that at will, why have you never done it when we're like... Never mind, we can talk about it later.
The in-character answer for that would be it's exhausting.
That, and I just the other out of character reason is I just got the sheet.
You would probably know, being closest to her, Iris, any of these things she uses actually burns through a lot of energy, and she sleeps a lot afterwards and consumes 3 to 4 times as many calories. It's very taxing on the body, like going to Hulk form.
All right.
Also, most of the stuff she doesn't know she can do until it just kind of happens.
Fun.
Yeah. But yeah, if we can figure out where the machine is, we can download some data and...
Computer plus wits, difficulty 7, Iris.
Yes,
Just
sir.
mundane roll. Now, somebody had stepped into this room and specifically said they were looking for other threats when all of this nonsense began, besides Kara, and that is you, Rudy. And you
Yes,
did
but then
process...
I had a brain override.
Yes, but you're still yourself, and you think you are self-motivated. Remember?
Yes.
So that message, that information, did still process through your neural, however your brain works now, part
Who
machine.
knows?
The room itself is not harmful, but there is an AI running this place, and it is nasty.
Are there any like built-in gun
Like,
turrets or?
You tried to tap into the Wi-Fi, and you could just sense the hostility. That information, you don't see them, doesn't mean they're not there. You'd have to actually be in the system. But you do know it can create holograms with actual substance, like a holodeck. That's probably not great.
A hard light projection. God damn it.
Yeah.
This is
Kid
Drake's
Iris.
fault.
4 successes.
Nice. Okay. Success 1, you know where the machine is. Success 2, you can start downloading the information you need, but it will take 1 hour. Step 3, the AI knows you're here and is actively trying to push you out. And success 4, someone just communicated with your ship. But it was on an encoded frequency, narrowband. Just a burst of data. And then it burst back from the ship.
Someone should check on our ship. Somebody's trying to communicate with it. Don't know what. I'm going to be here for an hour.
I mean, I don't think we can go back up the elevator.
Actually, GM, do I need to stay in place for the hour, or can I be mobile?
You can be mobile because you have implants.
You're staying here after what just happened. I swear to God, I'll get a spray bottle and just squirt you with it.
You could go up the elevator shaft, yes.
So, if you do that, I have a question for you, like a contingency plan for you, Steve. What's your next character going to be if you go off alone?
Who would want to go with him? I think I need to stay and be with the machine. As silly as that sounds.
No, I was muted. No.
You don't want to be a spider mount? It's fine. A spider ridey? Spider rider? Rider spider?
Rider.
A drider.
Spider. Yep. I vote that
Is that a
Gabriel,
doctor spider?
Gabriel goes with him.
I have a
Who?
question.
Hmm.
Would Gabriel be able to tell what's wrong with our ship? If anything's wrong
No,
with the
not
ship?
a chance.
So then it's got to be me or Rudy.
I'll squish him with my
You're
big
thinking to
robot
yourself,
body.
Rudy. You're thinking to yourself, Rudy, can Gabriel figure out what's wrong with our ship? You glance over at Gabriel, who's like, how do I reset my phone? Damn.
Not that bad.
I will just
don't
once
think.
again, in giant form, come over towards Rudy, kind of lean in.
How heavy am I right now with my half my body being 12-meter tall mech suit?
900 pounds. Well, you're not 12 meters tall
Yeah.
anymore. It was compressed.
Hop on.
Cool. Yep. Wait, I can't. Wait, would I be okay leaving Lucida?
Lucida says, you may go.
Okay.
No. And she looks straight at Lucida and says, if they go, are you gonna like mind control any more of us?
I'm going with them.
Oh, that's fine then. No, it's not. You're gonna take the ship.
What do you say? We all go as a group back up to the ship while the AI that's down here just turns this place into a laser room or something?
I don't have all the answers. I just know it's a bad idea.
Lucida hops on the spider. Rudy gets on the spider, and you know the sound of ice cracking? The chitin is kind of like that. It
Oh,
doesn't break, but it's a lot of stress on Kara.
I just got that song by Erasure always stuck in my head now. Like that's playing as we ride the spider up the shaft.
They ignore your descent, Iris, and head up the shaft. What do you
Ride
other
the
four do?
spider up the shaft.
I was
like
refraining
a
from
sounding
making
kit.
shaft jokes, so you guys should be proud of me.
Lucinda, Rudy, and Kara disappear into the elevator shaft.
The sooner we finish here, the sooner we can make sure the ship doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
Well, I still need an hour. Like, I can move around and stuff, but
Oh, I got this. I'll speed you up. What? Done it to us before. So yeah, Gabriel's gonna.
As soon as you start trying to weave the magic, the lights in the room turn yellow and start to pulse, and you hear machine voice say, "Chronomancy disallowed inside construct. Unstable experiments will be damaged. Please
Hey.
desist.
we're in a technocratic stronghold.
This is your final warning."
Final warning.
So cool it with the stuff.
You're doing this the slow way.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
So, do we have a location on a room?
Yes. And she pulls up like I'm assuming she can do it, pull up like a sort of holographic map and like show a route.
This particular underground facility is a hexagon, and there's a room in each piece of the hexagon. Meaning this is the central room that the elevator shaft descends down to in the middle, and the other rooms radiate out from it.
Like an underground hive.
Yes, so 6 rooms, and one of them contains the device. The others are various other parts of the experiment.
I just can imagine just Rudy just sitting in his mech body, just singing away while he's heading back to the ship now.
And then, while you're thinking that to yourself, you're like, that was a long elevator. The schematic twists to the 3D mode like in a movie, and shows all the other hexagons above you going back to the surface. You're at the lowest experiment level. There are 9 others.
Where did the Raven guy go?
He's still with you.
Why didn't we
There's a
just
Raven
send the
perched
Raven?
on each of your shoulders just because.
Doesn't know how to use the ship.
There.
So, There are 10 floors, subfloors, each of which has a hexagon of experiment rooms, and they're all labeled. The level you're in's the Oblivion Machine. The level above you, cloning experimentation. The level above that, Pentex integration. The level above that, cybernetics. Good face, Rudy. The level above that, experimental energy weapons. The level above that, bioengineering. The level above that, bioengineering containment. And the closest level to the surface, virology. That's where they make killer viruses. Yes, Kara.
This is an out of character question. Were any of these labeled with either like cafeteria or a break room?
No, but that's because that's on the surface level.
Oh. So if you're working all the way down in Doomsday floor, you have to go up to the surface to get a sandwich?
But not to pee. Well, each of the hexagons, one part is a bathroom.
Sure. Okay. That's good.
Probably some sort of chemical wash station, you know.
Yep. Decontamination.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we stopping anywhere? I don't think so. We're going straight to the ship, right?
No, yeah.
And we don't know about those super cool levels on the 4th and 5th hexagons.
Well, no,
Oh,
but you're passing
we're
the
passing
doors
them
because
as,
you're
like-
in the shaft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we stop here on the way back to blow it up?
No,
Lucinda doesn't care.
because you didn't ask nicely.
I asked. Okay.
Cool.
So I'm going to continue all the way up, passing all of these to get to the ship.
Okay. So, Roxy, are you heading in?
To the Oblivion room?
Yes.
Yes.
The ravens follow you. What about Sophie and Gabriel? Or Iris? Iris doesn't have to stay in here.
Yeah, Iris will follow. She's uncomfortable with the crows. She's fairly certain that Roxy can handle them, but she also is what they've had to deal with so far. That's been like negative for them has been of their own creation, really. So she thinks this is, as far as the base is concerned, still too easy. Like, yeah, we got trapped in an elevator, but that could have been a pre-organized security protocol. So she's still waiting for something to happen.
Okay. What about Gabriel and Sophie?
Gabriel's gonna hold back a little bit. Hey, you doing okay?
Who are you saying that to?
Sophie.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. This has all been very weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But about Drake.
Yeah, I've just been trying to stay focused on the mission. Because I think that's what he'd want us to do, you know? And I guess deal with it when I get home.
Okay.
How about you? How are you holding up?
I don't know.
Okay, I guess we're probably in the same headspace then.
Yeah. Should we follow the other gals and Raven Man?
I mean, I kind of want to do a sweep of this room.
Think we missed something?
There was something weird about the holograms. Like, one of them recognized me, but I've never seen her before in my life.
Yeah, that was really weird. And also, one of them was able to physically contact me.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth checking out. I don't know much about computers, but I can help out a bit.
And that's when the door slams shut, and you hear the AI voice say, "Access into Abomination Vaults not authorized," releasing security protocols. And the screen that Iris left up shows all the other levels above you. Every door is opening. And the party is now split 3 ways, and it's glorious. Roll initiative, everyone.
I didn't touch anything.
You didn't. Iris and Roxy made it into the room in the time
Yes.
it took you to have that conversation.
Gabriel,
And
talk
set
to
off security.
Sophie.
Lollygagging and having personal conversations on a mission.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You have a gun.
I have oh, and it is blessed bullets now. Yay.
Good.
Also a space gun.
You do have blessed bullets. They're not vampires, though.
Well, you never know what true faith can do.
I mean, true faith can do a fucking ton.
But listen, we have true faith in the one true God, John Moses Browning.
Yeah.
Mechanic
11?
Rosenberg.
I rolled an 11. I have an 11 initiative.
13.
Dean, Iris, 11. Spider dude. Person. Spider person.
I didn't realize you meant everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We're not together.
The whole facility
Apologies.
just went into lockdown and released all the scary, nasty things, and you had only made it about halfway up the shaft.
Understood. 14.
Sophie,
13.
Rudy, and Sophie, who's got the better decks? No, wits. I want to know wits.
4.
What's Sophie's wits?
Sophie's wits are also 4.
Dex.
3.
Also 3.
But I also have a weird robot body, so I don't know how that
So-
sways it.
Sophie, high or low?
Low.
Ah!
Okay. All right. So that means I need Gabriel's.
I got the wonderful number of 8.
Glorious.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
Kara.
a 3.
Kara, roll me a d10. Rudy, roll me a d10. Sophie, roll me a d10. Roxy, roll me a d10. Iris, roll me a d10, because I don't want to do all these monsters one at a time. Kara, what'd you get for me?
4.
Cool.
I love God damn it. Apparently, I'm working my way up this shaft too slow, according to chat.
No, you're taking your time and correcting.
Sweet Christmas.
I
Rudy,
was
what'd you get
kinda
on
glad
that
you said
D10?
I got an
Sorry,
8.
go ahead. Go ahead, Iris. Sophie, what'd you get for that D10? 6, thank you. So it's gonna be and last but not least, Roxy. No, second to last but not least, Roxy. What'd you get? 4. Okay. And last but not least, Rosie.
5.
Thank you. Right. So in reverse order. What are you going to do when it's your turn, Gabriel? With the no information you currently have.
No information he currently has. I am going to pass on my turn, and just, I didn't touch anything. I swear.
Remember, you can't hold actions. If you pass on your turn, you have to spend a willpower to do something.
Okay, never mind then. Wait, if
Just
it's
go full defense.
Yeah, you could do that and just make it so that you can dodge and soak better damage if I hit you.
okay, that sounds good. I'll do
I gotta
that.
get you guys a cheat sheet for the things you can do.
Bartlett Games. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All of
Thank you, Martlet.
Bartlett, you guys rule.
They do.
Well, a
Kind of
certain
awesome.
changeling made a very good impression earlier.
That's what I heard.
I will.
The Emerald Queen, because I don't want to get sued, begins doing things. The Pentex Fomori.
This is
Iris, what are you
Evil
doing at
1.
your turn?
Who?
What?
I said the Emerald Queen Artificial Intelligence is taking a turn, but you don't know what it's doing. The Pentex Fomori aren't on your floor, so you don't know what they're doing. Iris, what are you doing?
Okay, so at this point, all we know is that
Everything in all those levels was just released to attack you. Now, what you and Roxy were doing was just walking into the room where the Abomination machine was, which apparently set off an alarm.
do we see the machine?
Oh yeah, it's right in front of you.
I'm double checking our
It's like the Weapon X chamber.
our instructions. Were they to destroy
it.
the machine? Take it?
Take it.
How the
And
hell
it's
did they?
like,
Don't you have correspondence 4?
Yeah, that's probably how they figured we'd do it.
Also, Roxy could just carry it.
no,
No,
it's too heavy
Roxy's
for
probably going to be
Roxy.
fighting our way out.
Yeah, not
um,
only that, but this is too heavy for Roxy. This
Cats
thing weighs
are
several
great at
tons.
carrying things.
This thing weighs several tons and is very large.
Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do is do I think I can teleport the machine, Roxy, and myself out of here?
Yes, but it will take time. You can't do it quickly. You have to put in the calculations and they have to be precise. In other
Alright,
words,
so-
the spell will take turns.
Yeah. So
Also,
that's
if
what
you
she's-
teleport out, you'll break your connection to the data upload.
Oh. Okay, then I want to plan on transporting. Oh God, if I transport the machine onto the ship with the vampire and the vampire leaves. Oh, decisions. I'm gonna need to get out of here anyway. I'll focus on teleporting the machine onto the ship.
Okay. The level that Rudy, Akara, and Lucinda are across from when it opens up was the biological experimentation section. And the things that come pouring out towards you look an awful lot like xenomorphs. They are going to eat your faces. At least that's clearly their goal. Something slips out of the virology lab. Sophie senses a mind that has no body.
I have a
So
question
the
about
sentient
xenomorphs.
virus is going to take into action. Rudy, what are you doing?
I have a question
your
about xenomorphs and vampires. Since the
Mhm.
vampire's body is like inert and dead, kind of like Bishop from Aliens, would they be able to detect the vampire? Rosie and I have thought of this. I've been asking about this for like 2 years now.
Well, I didn't actually make these xenomorphs. I made them similar to the xenomorphs.
Okay, but
These
still,
actually have eyes.
as an aside. Oh,
In my
good! Another
opinion-
Nefandian Marauder summon.
In my
Cool.
opinion, no, there's no heat. So why would the xenomorphs need heat or movement? If the vampire held perfectly still, it would be an inert object to the creature. They'd probably cocoon it and make it part of the wall. Plus, it requires a living body. So the only reason they collect them is to impregnate them. So no. Rudy, what are you gonna do on your turn?
Question. Is my childer out here?
What?
From our Putinesca,
The spicy
Oh.
xenomorph.
I'm gonna say no.
That exists in our universe, but is not part of the Mage game.
Would the bigger mouth have fangs, or the smaller mouth have the fangs?
Yes.
You're gonna have to maybe wait to find out. I don't know if you'll ever actually find out.
Oh, what up, chopping block media? Anyway, I guess I want to deploy some sort of, I don't know, point defense weaponry that are on the now cyborg body to just start
Shooting things.
as they get close. Yeah,
Okay.
with more concussive than penetrative, just to keep pushing them back. I don't think I can take on a whole fire. I'll just use fire.
Thanks to Great Cthulhu, the sentient virus is now insane. Okay. Sophie, what are you gonna do when it's your turn?
I am going to create a bubble of hard air around me and Gabriel to
Okay.
shield us from whatever is coming.
Kara, what are you gonna do when it's your turn?
I'm going to use my gift of jump to try to clear as much of this shaft as possible in one move.
Nice. Kara and Rudy and Lucinda, you actually see hit marks. Old Rusties, the ones that look like Terminators, just start jumping out of open doorways on a level below you down towards your friends. Hitting the ground with resounding bangs and just plowing through the walls.
I got dominated. I feel like that's not part of my job description is now.
Roxy, you're first.
We're in the room with the machine now.
Yes. With the Oblivion device.
My favorite. Does it look like the device that I came out of? Or that the...
Larger, much more intricate, and way more things that would have stabbed into your body. This looks a lot more painful than what you had to endure.
Sucks for that dude. Or girl. Or them. She kind of like runs her claws against it, not to like damage it or anything, just like kind of like passively. And I'd like to activate absorb lore.
Okay. I don't remember. Do we need to roll for that?
Yes, I
Do it.
rolled 3 successes. Well,
Okay.
okay, what's the difficulty?
It would be a 6. It would be standard.
Then yes, 3 successes.
Okay. The information downloads into your head, but it's not relevant in this moment, so we can deal with that later when you're not being
Yeah.
attacked. But you get the information. And that's when cyborgs come smashing through the ceiling and land on the floor with resounding heavy thuds. They look like Terminators, but bigger, like...
But bigger?
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger's already big enough.
Yeah. These are old Rusties, Iris. At least that's what they called them. And 3 of them land in the room, turn on you, and extend their arms towards you, which you can see the electricity crackling around them as they form into the pieces of a plasma cannon, and they all fire.
Excuse me?
Technocracy is terrifying when they're not on Earth.
Yeah. Space!
Iris, can you soak lethal damage? Squishy
How would
human
I-
person with no spells cast in advance.
Probably
Unless
not.
you have a magic effect running or armor. The answer is no.
The answer is no.
I swear to goodness, if you kill
Everyone-
my girlfriend, I will cross the
Everyone
2 feet of space between the two of us.
Everyone except Rudy should have Quicksilver flak jackets.
I've got that. I don't know how much that helps.
Everybody but Rudy rubbed poison into their skin.
But Iris believes it would work.
So Iris, the first blast just wrecks your armor. Just melts it and annihilates it. The energy just destroys it and shreds it. And you take 1 aggravated damage. The second blast gives you 2 more aggravated, tossing you across the room. Roxy, you can soak this kind of damage. Or lethal, not aggravated, sorry. So roll soak, Roxy.
So I took a total of 4 aggravated,
3 lethal.
3 lethal.
And your armor is shredded.
How roll soak?
Fortitude, difficulty 5. Plus,
You mean stamina?
yeah, it's stamina, difficulty 5. Plus, for you, 2 more. Plus 2 for the armor. So 4 more.
Probably a good thing I grabbed so many freaking dice. What am I looking for?
5s.
6 successes.
Okay. You take 1 lethal damage. And it pushes you back, but like you don't go like ragdolling like Iris did.
Okay. So
2 hit marks land in the room through the roof with Sophie and Gabriel and immediately begin firing. How much? Oh, you didn't have your turn yet. You're still powering up your shield. Okay.
Yeah.
The gods were in Sophie's favor. I'll say that much. Sophie, your armor is shredded and you take 1 lethal. Gabriel, your armor is shredded and you take 4 lethal. The electricity discharge hits you right in the face, sending you ragdolling across the room.
Does that layer on top of bashing, or is that
The
its
bashing would
own
upgrade
thing?
to lethal and the bashing would move down, but you shouldn't have any bashing unless you had a shit ton because you were healed by Roxy's aura.
So you 1 level was healed by Roxy's aura. I already
2.
2. Oh,
and bashing
so-
heals at 1 dot per 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I'm okay.
So unless that bashing happened tonight, like you've been down here at least 30-40 minutes. Anybody with bashing would have lost at least 4 levels by now.
Okay. Whew, okay. Then yeah. Okay. Cool. I almost died.
Unintentionally died. I guess most people unintentionally die. Kara, do your thing.
Well, a little bit of a small problem here. So I pre-rolled. The way that this works is player spends 1 willpower point, rolls strength plus athletics. The character may jump 100 feet per success. I got no successes.
You spent the willpower. Oh wait, you spent the willpower to activate it.
Yeah, you have to spend a willpower point and roll strength plus athletics. So basically, the willpower is what you use to do the gift.
So because you didn't botch, it just means it fails. Something distracts you, maybe you glance down and see Gabriel get hit in the face through the hole in the roof and your power just doesn't go off. You still lose the willpower, but there's no adverse effect. You don't fall to your death.
Okay, that's
In a botch, I'd make you fall.
yay!
Sophie, make that shield before they fire again. Arete, difficulty. Well, I don't know. How much do you want it to soak?
As much as possible.
If you make your difficulty on the dice 9, you'll be a really powerful shield, but maybe burn quintessence if you're going to do that so you don't fail. Up
I
to
will
you.
spend one of my 2 points of quintessence.
Difficulty 8.
Okay. And I should spend the willpower after, right?
Yeah, in case you botch.
Okay. Oh, no botches. That's a 10 and a 9.
Oh, 3 successes. Okay. So that's enough to activate the spell, which will now soak 6 levels of lethal damage. before collapsing or 12 bashing. In other words, it'll be able to take 1 or 2 direct hits from those hit marks. And then you can spend successive turns if you wish, just repowering it, which is easier than activating it the first time.
Could I shape the shield?
Yeah, so like if you want to try to move with it, you can make it a hemisphere and slide out of the room, yes? Or
Okay.
whatever.
Could I also like open up a hole in it and then close it real fast? Like theoretically, if Gabriel wanted to fire his weapon.
3 successes, yeah, you can do that.
And could you just make it a
Okay.
one-way shield?
Oh yeah, just make it a
yeah,
one-way
that's
shield.
a
Yeah,
better.
that's a better
That is a
answer.
better idea. That is what I will do.
Otherwise, the timing would be just insane.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to have some sort of robot body to do that.
I do not have a robot, but that is a good idea. I'll do it that way.
Rudy,
Yes.
give me heavy weapons or whatever weapon you want to attack you want to roll plus dex to push away the monsters. This is not a damaging roll. For every success, buys you 2 of the creatures will not leap at you this turn. There are 8 of them.
Cool.
For successes, nobody comes at you this turn.
I'm looking for heavy weapons, and it does not appear to be a skill. I do
I
have
will also just
artillery,
allow-
though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You can fall back on.
Yeah, let's do that. As we just use, plasma energy, because Rudy's a science man instead of just straight up fire, to hopefully cauterize what we hit, make it really hurt a lot more. What's my difficulty?
6 standard.
We're gonna spend a point of willpower.
Okay.
4 successes.
None of the not xenomorphs get to you this turn. So what I'll specify, they are the same size and they have the same black chitin and the same elongated heads, but they actually have eyes. They have 4 arms, and there's no second jaw. So like these are just space monsters that are similar. Also, you haven't shot any, so you don't know if they have acid blood. The Marauder virus, thanks, Great Cthulhu, makes its way downward, spreading whatever it believes reality should be along the way. I'm sure this will be fine when it gets to you.
Okay, that could be an entire chronicle about what you just said.
Oh my
I'm
god.
aware. I'm aware.
Oh my god.
And I want to play
God.
in that.
Damn it.
The creatures are held at bay by you. So they start moving around you and up the shaft ceiling to try to get behind you because you have a flamethrower. Iris, your turn.
Okay, so
Now you do have to take the action you declared unless you spend a point of willpower to change your action.
I do want to take the action I declared. My question was going to be, can I still make that action even though I am, substantially hurt?
Yes.
Okay. What do you want me to roll? Irritate?
Describe how you're trying to do it. It's going to be Arete, but I need to figure out the difficulty. Like, what's your plan for the device for the to teleport something that large? Can't just touch it.
No. She knew that she was gonna have to do this like when they were given the mission. She saw the machine that Roxy had to use. She had some kind of idea that it would be large. So she does have like sort of what I'm thinking of are like the triangulation devices from Star Trek.
Yes, that's a good idea. We'll go with that. So, 3 turns to set it up. Each turn is going to be an Arete roll. Difficulty is going to be 5.
Okay.
As long as you don't botch, it just takes 3 turns. I don't need a success count.
You don't. Okay.
But like, still tell me, but like, you're not trying to get to a certain number of successes. You just have to not botch for 3 turns.
I understand. Well, that's 4 successes.
Oh, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Okay. The Pentex Fomori are infected by the sentient virus and things get weird. Alright, the Emerald Queen is going to assess the threat of Sophie and Gabriel versus Roxy and Iris. Scanners hit all 4 of you. Red beams of light that move up and down your bodies just coming out of the walls. And dismiss Gabriel, Sophie, and Iris in favor of Roxy because it recognizes the DNA samplings. Sprinklers turn on in the room. And some kind of silvery blue liquid comes flowing out that's not quite water and moves differently than water, splashing Iris, who goes kind of like not done jello or like bubble tea chunks everywhere. To Roxy, worst migraine you've ever experienced, and you're immediately forced back into your human form. Gabriel, it's your turn.
I pulled out my slime I made to show you the substance that it would be like, but it's so green it doesn't show up.
Oh, yes. Also, the raven is no longer a swarm of birds and is forced back into a man.
Behold the man. Dang. Okay. Can Gabriel tell where the main control panel is for this AI?
You have no idea. How many dots do you have in computers?
Can I lie to you?
You can, but I can look at your sheet.
I have 5 dots in computers.
Oh, yeah, you have no idea.
Okay.
It's weird.
Can I guess?
You could make a computer plus wits roll, difficulty 9, yes.
I mean, I'll give it a shot because you never know. I might accidentally get something. So nothing in computers. Wits I have 2. I'm gonna spend a willpower, so it's an auto success. And I got a 7, but I'm not sure if that was above the threshold.
No, the threshold was 9.
Oh, that's right. You said 9. So yeah, only 1 success due to willpower.
Probably that bank of computers over there, or maybe that one over there. But some of these computers is definitely where the control panel is, yes.
Okay.
Round 2, Gabriel, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
He's gonna start shooting at some computery stuff. Yay. Using his space gun.
I ran over a toe. Sorry.
See, I should get a point as a penalty to you for running over a pupper toe.
The Emerald Queen is going to attempt to murder Roxy. The Pentex Fomori are going to do their new mission in life, which is to spread the infection. Iris, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
Keep rolling.
The Xenomorphs are going to try to flank Rudy. The sentient virus is moving towards Rudy and Kara. And Rudy, what are you going to do when it's your turn?
So, Steve, how much do we want to avoid the sentient virus, do you think? I'm not asking you for what you think I should do. I'm just asking you, because we're collaborating here, right? Do we want to get some fucked up weird shit with a sentient reality warping virus?
Okay. I think we've got enough plates spinning currently that we might want to avoid that.
Wait, what does Lucida think about the reality warping virus?
Lucida doesn't understand any of this.
What do
Lucida's
I
like,
think that Lucida
what the hell are
would think?
those? Kill them all.
Okay, but that one's a virus that reshapes reality around it.
Yeah, don't let it infect her.
I have no idea. How would I do that?
Stay away from it.
All right, let's just start turning the walls into silly putty.
Can't you throw like a black hole grenade into it or something?
Okay, he told me it's really hard to make a black hole though, because I asked specifically about doing that before. All right, do we want to try to tunnel into the walls and hope that we don't get some sort of
Yeah, couldn't you
virus?
just use like a fan or something to just blow it away?
Wait, I don't really have life, so I guess I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but faster.
Okay.
And hope you can just jump. Can I assist him in jumping in some way by putting us on a giant trampoline?
His jumping power is supernatural. You would have to enhance his, not supernatural, super physical, extra normal. You'd have to enhance their
what
body,
if
not
when he
his.
jumps, I use rocket boosters that are built into
Yes,
the
that what I
suit?
would allow as an assist.
Forces. I'm bringing back Flubber. Let's do it.
Sophie, when it's your turn, what are you gonna do?
I'd like to make a computer roll of my own to identify the proper control panel, and then tell Gabriel, shoot that one.
Okay. Kara, what are you gonna do when it's your turn?
Jump!
Nice. The hit marks are gonna keep shooting people. Roxy, you're first. To clarify, your angel form was not removed by the liquid, just the Krynos. So you're still in apocalyptic form.
Okay. For later, I'm hoping some of this goo stays around so I can take it to the ship and analyze it to use against the actual abomination later. But I'm interceding, that's not a word. I am putting myself between Iris and the cyborg so they can't shoot her anymore. And I'm just going to there's been 2 swords on Roxy's back since Drake died. And she grabs both of them off of her back and starts fighting the cyborgs.
Now's the time. Roll melee plus strength, difficulty 6.
Cool.
So you're only restricted from shifting to Krynos. You could theoretically shift to your other forms, which would allow you to take extra actions, like a werewolf still, so you could hit both of them. You'd have to spend a rage to do it instantly.
What arts and realms do you have?
What?
What arts and realms do you have?
Arts is Dragon's Ire, Metamorphosis, and Primal Realms. I have Actor, Fey, and Prop.
They're all at 1 for the arts, and Actor and Prop's at 2. I don't know what Actor and Fey are at. I don't remember.
I mean, you could always try unleashing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Essentially, you channel the power of the dreaming, and you're like, "Hey, can you help me out, buddy?" And you just define a goal. The risk is that if it's something that you're really good at, you lose control and everything goes haywire.
Fun fact that you might know, fighting the technocracy, they don't believe in the Fae. It could be a blind spot in their defenses.
Dragon's Ire would help in a fight if that's what the route you wanted to take.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. I don't even have that book open.
I have it right.
So you add... Oh man, I ran this so many times and I am also blanking on the roll.
I have a cheat sheet, but I didn't open it because I'm a smart person.
No, you add 2 tempers together that you normally don't.
Oh, hit marks count as props, by the way, because they're not entirely people.
Raises the strength rating.
So the thing with unleashing is that you don't actually use any of the defined effects. You just sort of ask the dreaming, hey, I'm going to try this, and essentially rip a hole in reality and let the power of the dreaming through, and it will do whatever the fuck it wants to do.
So, 2 swords in your hand, 2 cyborgs. You could say, I want to do a movie murder scene. Enter impossible sword movie scene here from Marvel Universe.
I'm not Drake.
Oh yeah, so all right, so you roll your glamour plus your nightmare. The difficulty is 7. And so there's this weird thing where if you roll more successes than your rating in the art, you lose control. And the dreaming, like, does whatever it wants to with the hole that you've ripped open.
You have 2 nightmare. That's not on that sheet. Because of your time in this facility specifically.
Well,
So you have a big dice pool. Good luck. Like
what's
7
my
dice.
what's my
Difficulty?
7.
Definitely gonna roll more than 1 success.
I rolled 4 successes.
Okay. So you go pirouetting through the air and like whirling dervish of blades and slice the cyborgs in half.
Do I need to roll?
No, because the
Really?
dreaming. Yes.
I gathered all these dice for nothing.
I'll let you
That's
roll
what
them anyway.
They
Unleashing
don't
does.
believe the dreaming exists.
You can just count them up, sure. Actually, no, I do want you to roll those because we're about to fuck up Iris. So yeah, what'd you get for successes? Anything 6 or higher?
6 or higher?
So from the book,
10 successes.
Dragon's ire unleashings express themselves as vibrant displays of unbound glamour, often taking the form of walls of flame, burning auras that bestow titanic strength, rains of golden fire from the sky, or even the brief manifestation of an actual chimerical dragon.
I like rays of fire. So actually, no pirouetting with swords. Rays of fire just start shooting down from the sun onto the surface of Mercury. It's like the people on Earth are like, that's weird, there shouldn't be any sun flares right now. We don't understand the sun at all. And the sun flares start hitting the surface of the planet, and pure beams of sunlight start shooting everywhere through the facility, including into the shaft where Lucinda is. What could go wrong?
We didn't need that vampire anyway.
So, I need everyone to try to dodge. Athletics plus Dex, difficulty 8. Except Roxy, you're fine.
I have all of these dice, and I don't get to roll them.
I'm on top of a spider right now. Can I really dodge?
You can fling yourself off the spider and down the shaft because it's better than getting hit by a sun ray.
I'm gonna stick with the spider, I think.
Okay. Kara, don't fail.
What was the
Listen.
threshold again?
All the eggs are in the spider jump
8.
basket.
8.
3 successes.
3. Big
I
fat
got 2
0 for Iris.
successes.
2 for Sophie.
What was the number?
8.
8 to succeed?
The sun is attacking you.
Yeah, fucking hell. 4 successes.
Rudy.
Riding the spider.
What did you drink to do that? Now, instead of riding the green fairy.
So, group roll. The sun rays wipe out the not xenomorphs.
Sweet.
9s. The sun rays destroy 2 of the hit marks. One that's on Sophie and Gabriel, one that's on Iris and Roxy.
Sweet.
And damage the other one in the room Roxy's in. Well, actually, no. The ones in the room Roxy's in is just melted into slag because that was the whole point of unleashing. One of the ones is heavily damaged with Sophie and Gabriel. Most of the not xenomorphs are wiped out. The sentient virus is unaffected. Several of the Fomori were destroyed. Okay.
right now.
What'd you roll,
Rudy and
Gabriel?
Kara.
Hey, what?
What'd you roll?
Oh, 3 successes.
Okay. So if we got 2, Iris got a big fat 0, and Kara got 4. Right. I was going to unleash 3 lethal, which means Sophie takes 1, Iris takes 3, Kara and Gabriel take none, nor does Rudy or Lucinda.
Sorry, I missed what you said for Iris.
3, because you got no successes.
What form of damage?
Fire.
I mean, is it?
No, it's lethal. It's a laser beam.
I'm crippled now.
Same, or almost. I am mauled.
So, the negative that comes with a -5, I will essentially be useless.
Fine. Because Roxy can also heal. Hit marks. Only 1 left. It follows protocol and retreats. Kara, try jumping again. Now that the sun's done attacking you.
I'll try jumping. That's a good trick. I get 4, 5, 8. 8?
Do I provide any bonuses with my action?
We'd have to go out of order, but sure, just so we know. Go ahead and roll yours first, Rudy, so we know what kind of bonus.
Just air attack.
Yeah, just air attack.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
Oh, it would have been 3, but it's just 2 because I got a 1. Oh, and
Okay.
Steve got a boost.
8. How many extra dice do I get with his 2 successes and a boost?
You can have 4 bonus dice to the roll.
Oh, 12 d10.
Roxy, while he does that, somebody paid a lot of points to give you a boost that you didn't need when Lucinda was attacking. You can use that to roll a healing effect on your girlfriend if you want.
Okay.
6 was the target number, right?
Yes.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes, which means I can jump 700 feet.
Yeah, you jump clear out of the facility
Yeah!
and onto the surface of Mercury.
Well, I
Love the Star
can.
Trek Enterprise theme, Scott Bakula.
I can jump 700 feet. I jump to wherever the ship is docked. Oh gosh. Just a flying spider with a cyborg and a vampire riding me.
Okay. That's a brilliant, glorious mental image. Sophie.
Yeah, so would that be intelligence or wits that I should roll with computers?
Intelligence for this.
Yeah. Oh, that is, if I'm rolling for 6s, that is 5 successes.
Brilliant. Refresh my memory. What are you trying to do exactly again?
Identify which control panel that Gabriel needs to shoot.
Yes, you succeed and are able to point it out.
Okay, that's my turn.
Rudy, you're out of the
I-
facility now.
My turn was spent assisting Kara.
No, right, we went out of order. Xenomorphs are fleeing. Sentient virus does what sentient virus does and releases itself into the air system. Kara and Rudy. A little bit of a sore throat. That's unfortunate.
It's not gonna hold us down no more.
Iris, it's your turn.
Am I still able to make that roll?
Well, Roxy can do her thing first.
Cool, because I don't think I'd be rolling.
We're essentially giving her a celerity action for that 10,000 point spend.
I am spending all but 1 point of my faith in healing 4 levels of damage to Iris.
Now you're only at -1.
Ooh.
Well, no, you'd be at bruise. You're not taking any penalty to your dice.
Yes. Okay. So now I can make that roll because I would actually be rolling dice.
I feel like in order for this healing to work properly, you have to plant a kiss on her.
What?
Like a soap opera.
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
You gotta make out with her to make the magic work.
A reality thing. We might be in a soap opera now.
I'll see your throat hurts a little.
So I roll my arete.
Yes.
Remember the virus is like shaping reality?
Why is the virus horny?
Who said it was horny? I said soap opera.
3 successes. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, so wait, in this case, is Rosie the Generalissimo?
Guess we'll find out in future sessions.
Also, since I have my apocalyptic form up, and that also heals, would she be fine? Because it was it's per turn.
At the end of the turn, yes.
Okay.
Gabriel, it's your turn.
Pew pew.
Do it.
Fiery arms. Plus strength, dex.
Always dex. You
Okay.
don't shoot with strength.
Well, if it's a very heavy gun.
Well, it's always dex, sometimes wits, but that's only if it's something you can't hold, like a ship gun.
And what's my threshold for this one?
6. It's a mundane roll.
You're a mundane roll. 1,
Far
2,
from
3, 4, 5 successes. I have a 1. By the way, I don't remember if it takes away or not.
It does, unless you have a 10 in there.
I do.
Then it does nothing, and you blow the hell out of the Red Queen's central processor.
The Red Queen.
Yeah. Iris! You teleport the device. The platform remains open. Sophie, Gabriel, Iris, and Roxy can step through it if so desired.
That sounds like a good idea.
Gabriel's gonna make sure that Sophie gets on ahead of him.
You can imagine.
I thought we were separated still.
Yeah, I
You
thought
are.
so too.
You are. By one room. You're in the center chamber. They're one room over connected to it.
Oh wait,
That's
I
why.
need to
That's why they were able to walk through the door and set the alarm off in the time it took you to say 3 sentences.
Okay. So I still can't leave though, right? Because I need to be here to download the data.
Except this is a soap opera moment, and everything completes and coincides perfectly. Your throat hurts a little too.
Great.
So does Gabriel's and Sophie's.
So do we need to like open up the door between us so Sophie and Gabriel can also get out?
When Gabriel blew the shit out of the Emerald Queen, all the doors opened.
Okay, that's the piece I was missing. Roxy ain't moving until Iris is moving, so Gabriel and Sophie can skip on through the portal.
Oh, Iris will definitely go through the portal, and because it's a ridiculous soap opera, I want her to kiss Roxy in like a dip action, which is ridiculous because Roxy is
Golden
no.
has wings.
yes.
Okay. Sophie and Gabriel, give me a soap opera exit. I don't care what you do. Just do something dramatic. Overly dramatic.
Real was like, I'm not gonna get on until Sophie's safely on. I feel Sophie would be like, well, I'm not gonna get on until you're safely on because I'm handling the shield. And probably a very cute exchange on that level.
Fine. And he will sweep you up bride style and carry you.
Rudy and Kara.
Sophie's like,
Good.
oh, this is unusual, but I don't hate it.
Rudy and Kara. Soap opera entry onto the ship. This should be good. Lucinda is monologuing in French. No, I mean, and then like switches to Old Spanish halfway through, and just starts like berating Kara all soap opera style.
I can't believe we made it. Oh no, I dropped my wallet. Can you grab it for me, Kara?
With my big spider hand, I reach out and pick it up and look. What is this?
Oh, it's a picture of my father.
Your father?
Yeah.
This is my father.
We got him. We got him to laugh.
Great success. You board the ship, and you get the hell off of this miserable planet before everything charges across the surface towards you. And that's where we pause this session.
I love how seamless that was with the two of you.
We didn't rehearse it or anything.
Nope. Not at all.
Did you? I have no idea. I don't think you did. It's like you pass a brain back and forth.
As tonight's chapter comes to a close and we prepare to return to our sleepy, mundane lives, we hope you'll return next week. Well, next time to continue this tale with us. But until then, there are many other fine adventures the cast and crew of Vorpal Tales can provide you with. Things are going to get a little weird this week. Next Monday is going to be a one-shot because we will be having our Vorpal Tales yearly moot, and there will be a special series of one-shot and two-shot events Saturday the 11th through Sunday the 19th. After that, we will have our Pride Charity Fundraising Week. Delta Green, interconnected one-shot, 7 GM, 7 Tales, 1 Horrible Cosmic Horror, Monday to Sunday, 8:30 p.m. every night. Come check it out and help us support the Rainbow Railroad. After that, we return to Mage the Ascension on Sunday. Curse of Sonia reimagined on Monday at 7 p.m. Delta Green Watcher on Monday at 11 p.m. Starfinder on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. After our charity drive, Wednesday at 9 p.m. is actually going to be a special one-shot of Power Rangers. The week after that, it will return to Mutants and Masterminds 3E Defenders of Tomorrow. Thursday is Dark Sun, 5th edition, The Road to Uruk at 9 p.m. Friday at 10 p.m. after our special events end will be Traveler. And on Saturday at 7 p.m., Reign of Winter and Pathfinder 2E, followed by Cult Divinity Lost and Nephilim Prophecies at 11. I myself can be found next running Curse of Sonia reimagined tomorrow one more time before our moot. Come check it out at 7 p.m. Cast, let everyone know the cool things you're doing on our show and outside of our show.
I'm sorry, I'm still at a loss of words. the thing with the Rudy in the car.
Fucking got him.
You can find me places doing things, typically with Vorpal Tales. Am Changeling, interwebs. Hunt me down if you want to. Etsy, Thornkind. I make gay as fuck stickers, and some new stickers just dropped too. Michigan Dogman, anyone? For a queerptid? A queer cryptid?
Yes, please. Bring some to the moot. We could give them as prizes.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. My pronouns are he, him. Tonight I was playing Kara, the Ananasi, whose pronouns are they, them, because they are actually several thousand spiders. Thank you to Q Times for rating with 32. We really, really appreciate it, even though we are wrapping up. Thank you so much. As Tyler mentioned, we game all the time, so if you like us, you like our faces, you like our voices, our games, you'll find us all over all the time. Next you'll find me on Wednesday pinch DMing for Space Lord Pajamas, who has a thing he has to take care of, so we're gonna probably do a G.I. Joe fill-in session and see how Storm Shadow messes up our Joes. Alright.
Hello, my name is Rachel. I've been playing Sophie. I am Stolen Fires pretty much everywhere on the internet you care to look. You will find me tomorrow playing Delta Green. That's a lot of fun. I will be joining Friday after the moot. Really looking forward to playing some Traveler. That should be good times. And for our Patreon patrons, for anyone subscribed at $20 or above, I am running Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express. Steve is there, Ambrose is there, Ben is there. It's a real great cast. We are currently doing a flashback, Cthulhu by Gaslight. It's been a lot of fun. You can also find me on my personal channel streaming some Dragon Age. Currently Origins, soon to be Awakening. Well, not soon. I need to get through Haven and the Landsmeet. That's a lot. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram as Stolen Fires.
Hello, it's me, Ben, Big Dad, Chief Yeoman of Big Dad Industries. It's a real title. Tonight I was Rudy, your Mechanicus and possibly long-lost sibling of a horrific spider person. Stay tuned for more on as that develops. You can catch me here on Tuesday, but Shaw's not feeling better on Tuesday, right? Probably not.
Well, he's not out because he's sick this week. He's got something else to deal with on Wednesday, so you should be okay.
Well, I'm on
Starfinder.
Tuesday, so
yeah, you should be fine for Starfinder.
I'm joining the Starfinder cast. So check that out. And then during Moot Week, the 13th, which I believe is a Monday, I am running a game of Orpheus, which is the least played World of Darkness splat.
Very
other than
underrated.
Mummy. It's great. Check it out. And I am one of the Delta Green GMs. Also, I got so many things. We might be playing Mage this Friday. We'll see if people are available. This shows how well organized I am. And tomorrow night.
Ben, we are playing Mage on Friday over on Big Dad Industries.
Oh yeah!
Yes, I am. We are all available.
Yeah!
I think Ben and Rosie have the same setup that you and I do.
What?
That Rosie and I are your brains.
That's not exactly true.
And schedulers.
Rosie's my calendar.
Yes, I am Tyler's calendar.
Anyway, and one more thing. Tomorrow night, Rosie and I will be on Martlet Games to show off their brand new book, currently a copper bestseller on Storyteller's Vault, Bloody Awful Business, exploring the circulatory system in D5. And I'll let Rosie talk more if she wants to on that.
Hello, I am Rosie, regular size mom. You can find me on Twitter at mom_size or as at oddduckdice on all of the social medias because I make dice so pretty. I hope to open up an Etsy shop in July. We just did a giveaway with the TTRPG gift stream for Rob Elementary. It was a lot of fun. If you couldn't watch live, check it out. And there will also be a Pointy D10 giveaway. I love these dice, they're so pretty. During the Martlet stream tomorrow that I'm in, I am playing the Gardener, which essentially means that I curate and prune our stock to ensure optimal opportunity. But you can also find me here on Thursday playing Dark Sun and Friday over on Big Dad Industries being a technocrat. And then I'll be at the Moot, so you won't see me for a little while. But I am also one of the GMs for the Delta Green Pride stream that will be happening. So, woo! Oh, also, Thorn and Kind stickers are awesome. I have a bunch of them in my pressure pot.
Hi, I am Savannah. You can find me on the interwebs as Miss Emo Fox. You can find me coming up next this week for both Curse of Sonia and Dark Sun? Question mark? Yes.
Yep, those are both this week. One more time before the move.
And then I will be off for the Moot because the Moot is at mine and Eldritch Echoes' houses, things. And then I'll be part of the week-long Pride charity event, raising money for the Rainbow Railroad?
Railroad.
Rainbow Railroad. I can talk, I swear.
Yes, our Pride event will be June 20th to 26th, every night at 8:30 p.m. A interconnected series of Delta Green one-shots as mentioned. Everyone you see here and many more, including some special guests, will be involved. We hope that you'll come see as many as you possibly can, start to finish. The last session is going to involve a high-speed train event on a bullet train. So it's definitely going to fit the theme. We are partnered with a whole variety of publishers and dice makers, including Odd Duck Dice. We're going to be giving away dice. We're going to be giving away hardcovers from Renegade Games and Free League. We're going to be giving away a whole pile of PDFs from Renegade Games, Free League, Modifius, Helmgast, Chaosium, Green Ronin, and some other stuff too that I'm still hammering out. So it's going to be a wonderful event. Come check it out and support.
Dice from Norse
Rainbow
Foundry
Railroad. Yes.
as well.
That is correct. Pride themed. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you come check all of it out. But until the next time we play Mage, don't stay mundane. And have a good night.